So a Scorpion was confirmed to be Kuai Liang by the developers in Mortal Kombat 1. And before we discuss my theory on what is going to happen in the story, let's look at her community art. Which I thought it was fitting to put this piece, which is a very evil looking Sub-Zero, aka Bi-Han, going up against Smoke. And I just love the dark shadows on his face. He truly looks like an anime villain, and it's just an amazing piece. I love how simple it is, you know, there's no background or anything, but the characters really are everything you need anyways. Superb art. So I will leave a link to the artist's Twitter down in the description of the video if you want to go like it, retweet it, whatever it. So I will play the exact clip where the developer confirms Kuai Liang is a Scorpion in Mortal Kombat 1 specifically in this new timeline, and here it is.
Smoke is, he is very similar to what we've seen before. The big difference is that we are playing up the relationship that he had with Kuai Liang, Scorpion.
So what does this mean for the story exactly? People are speculating a lot of stuff when it comes to Noob Saibot and Smoke, but I don't think they will have anything to do with this. In my opinion, obviously, you know, I don't know the story, it could be very wrong, but I think what's going to happen is that Scorpion, Kuai Liang, will have to kill Bi-Han, and instead of coming back as the Noob Saibot Wraith, like in the other timelines, I think Bi-Han is going to come back as the Spectre Scorpion, and Kuai Liang is just going to take over the mantle of Sub-Zero. Because as we know, history repeats itself, and even though these characters' origin stories might be very different in this timeline, I think ultimately the same people will end up making the same mistakes, right? Because obviously Liu Kang cannot account for human error, human arrogance, human greed, etc., etc. He can give them a foundation to work off of, but whatever they do with that is their own free will, right? And if they mess it up, it's 100% their fault. In my honest opinion, Smoke is going to stay Smoke. Scorpion is going to become Sub-Zero, Sub-Zero is going to become Scorpion, and the cycle begins anew, right? They will end up being mortal enemies once again. Now, I don't think this will happen or affect the game at all. Like, it's just going to be something that is story related for the next game, probably. But my theory leaves us with a big question. Who the hell is going to be Hanzo? So here's what I think. We know that when Bi-Han dies the first time, he, gets reborn as a wraith called Noob Saibot, so he completely changed his name. So maybe once this Bi-Han dies, he'll rename himself to Hanzo. Maybe not Hanzo Hasashi, but maybe just Hanzo, right? But what does that mean for Noob Saibot? I think it doesn't deconfirm him at all from being present in this game or in the next game. I think he's just going to have a completely different origin story. Maybe he was in the Lin Kuei but got cast out or something like that, you know? I think they can do something really creative with his character instead of him just being a reborn Sub-Zero, right? And I don't want to say, oh, this theory is probably the best one, because it's mine, but I just think it feels like the most probable or the most logical if you follow the changes they made to these characters. However, as we know, Mortal Kombat story and lore can be extremely wacky, so I could be 100% wrong. Maybe Smoke is going to become Noob Saibot because Bi-Han kills him in the story, and then to get revenge, a Scorpion kills Bi-Han, and so on and so forth, right? But then again, even if Smoke dies and is reborn as Noob Saibot, I still believe the switch between Sub-Zero and Scorpion will happen anyways. It's all just theories right now, of course, because no one has further information on what is going to happen, probably until we play the game or if there's a leak maybe. And I think it was pretty much known even before the developers confirmed that Scorpion was Kuai Liang, because they specifically said that both Sub-Zero and Scorpion were brothers, so of course, that was gonna mean Bi-Han and Kuai Liang. But yeah, that is my personal theory. Let me know what you think is going to happen with the three Lin Kuei boys and how they're going to go about Scorpion and Sub-Zero lore, as well as integrating Noob Saibot and all of those things. Let me know in the comments down below. And as always, I hope you have yourself a wonderful day, and I'll see you all very soon.